So the first one that came up, which might sound strange, is Atlantis. And what they're showing me there is that the people in the company of the film industry that you were with, you had been in agreement with in other lifetimes, but they were power hungry and they weren't coming from the right place. And just like Atlantis collapsed because they had a jewel. It's like you have this jewel that is you want to bloom, but it's got in the wrong hands. And because it got in the wrong hands, it got pulled. But they said that you need a new partner, which is the Maltese cross, which is, and it might be a foreign partner, someone overseas that you need, okay? But they will help you, and they are in a higher vibration than these other people. You had a soul contract with the Council of Light, with the Atlantis people, and there was a hope that they were going to fund things because they had a lot of money, but they didn't make it. What happened was that they made the same mistakes they made in Atlantis, but you didn't. You're moving into a higher timeline. So you're going to meet these other people, and they're going to get the value of what you're doing, and they're vibrating at a higher frequency. But you do have to protect the copyright, the content of what you have, because it's kind of like a jewel that others are sort of interested in. And the outcome is abundance. You've got the abundant card. So it does work out, and it is going to be okay. Now, how do you get from where you are now to that abundance? The question is, we don't know. So you have to disentangle from the energy of how you perceived the project was going to unfold. You have to kind of untangle from that to open up to feel free to express it in a new way. Like, it's almost as if there's somebody on the other side that's guiding the project as well, that wants this to happen. And you have all this support galactically from people that you've known, even that have passed. Like, there's support for this, and it will happen. You really just need to trust in it. And whoever you meet with that will partner with you, you need to really use discernment and make sure that they are vibrating with that frequency that's not based in ego and power. And it's going to work out.
I am so shocked, because I'm going to tell you what was it, just for you to see how on point you are. I know you would know, but
right.
It was I never want to do with them because I didn't feel safe, but was the gas company from Putin, and I didn't know. We realized that in that matter afterwards, and the media starts to say, no, come to Russia, you stay here, you do everything here. And I never felt safe to go to Russia. No. And I was talking to the musician and with his wife, and I'm like, those people are crazy, we cannot go, I don't want to do this. And then in the end, they pressure so much. Then the talent, the musician said, Andre is my director, I want to do with him, and this is over. But right after it came the war. So imagine if we sign contracts with these people.
Right. So you followed your heart.
I did.
And that was the right thing to do. And it will pay off for you. It's going to work out.
Thank you so much. I love you. I don't know how to thank you.
You're welcome. You got this. Let me know when it all happens.
I will. I'll TM you. I'll talk to you. Okay. And as soon as my situation is better, I want to become a member all the way, because your work is just so wonderful, and I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah. No worries about that. You take care of yourself. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Margaret.
Okay. Hi. So with me is like, I'm going to go straight up, so maybe someone else can be after me. So I've been told that I'm a starseed, and I can really relate to that because I always felt like I don't belong here, that I'm so different. There's something going on. So I've done a couple things, different jobs, but I never felt fulfilled. I never had that passion feeling in me. So now I'm kind of feeling like this is the time that came, and somehow I feel like because of the ascension process that I have some gifts that I can use, but I have no idea. I mean, and besides, I have a hard time to meditate, so I can't really get close to my, myself and so that's pretty much the situation I'm in, and I would love to do something of service and something that would make a big difference, but I need some kind of help to what direction should I go, and where do I start, and how can I meditate, and all those things.
Okay, well, your cards, I'm not sure what they mean, but I'll show them to you. You got the Merkaba, which is the light chariot vehicle for travel into other dimensions.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Starseed origin card, which verifies that you are a starseed.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Lion Gate card that works with the Syrian, so you're probably connected with the Syrian beings.
You mean Syrian or Syrian?
Like the star Sirius and the Syrian.
Oh, Syrian, okay.
And then you have the personal power card. So you're really etheric, like really etheric.
Yes. I'm in the air.
All the way in the air. I mean, to the point where you're the first card, you rarely pull the Merkaba card. So, I mean, means that you're traveling at nighttime. You're not really here. Like you're here, but you're in the stars, and you're passing through portals and gateways all the time, and you're working with the star beings. So I also want to congratulate you on the fact that you are doing a lot of work that's very purposeful, that's helping the planet, but you don't know it.
See, that's what I'm feeling, it's like, yes, I'm feeling it, but I'm not doing it because I know that I'm in other universes,
Right. So you're
other worlds.
You're working in other dimensions.
Right.
And that's a really hard path, because you're still in a human body, and you want like some not recognition, but you want to be like, look, this is what I do, and you can tell people and like have a purpose and say, oh my God, this. But because it's so etheric, it's really difficult. But that doesn't mean it's not valid.
Right.
That it's not actually really helping the planet, and that it is purposeful, and that you really are doing something. So I think the cards were here to validate you in who you are, that you are this etheric star being that's traveling at night through gateways, and that you're helping the planet from other realms. But in terms of how does that affect you now? Because you're here on
right. And I'm surrounded by people who are not like me at all.
Right. So they're showing the white-tailed hawk. And what's interesting about this card, which I hadn't noticed before, is you've got the Merkaba in it, right? And you see how it's kind of landing there on the earth.
Right.
So what's happening is that you're going through gateways at night, you're traveling into higher dimensions, you're bringing back energy, and you're implanting it in the earth.
Oh, great.
So it's really powerful work. And if you can let go of what other people think of you and what you're supposed to be doing,
right,
and accept that what you are doing already is enough, then you can just go ahead and enjoy your life, and maybe do something that's kind of ordinary in a way, and that's okay, because the extraordinary is happening at another level.
Right. I need to be grounded a little bit.
Yeah. So the personal power card is that piece. It's coming into and anchoring it in, perhaps attuning to the vibration of the jaguar or Kali, the energy that's very embedded in the darkness of the earth, and the womb energy of, bringing it in. Now you're doing that. You're already bringing it in, but there's the human part of you wants to be able to hold on to something, like grasp
Right,
something,
right,
right? Because everything is kind of everywhere.
right.
So you could easily go into the field of healing,
Mhm.
but really the next card that came up again was 5D Earth, which is 5th dimensional. So you're just other dimensional. I don't know what to tell you.
Okay. Well, that helps a lot, because that gives me some validation, because, you know, I didn't know that. I kind of felt it, that I'm doing something, that it's something out there, but, you know, you just confirmed it for me. So I'm really grateful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. Charisse, am I saying that correctly?
Hi.
Hello.
Can you
Hi,
see me?
I can
Hi.
see you. How are you?
From London. How are you? I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Thank you so much for selecting me to come up today. I really appreciate it. I would say my main concern, I would say at the moment, is just trusting myself to make my own decisions. Because I feel like I sometimes know what I want to do, but I wobble a lot and depend on my mum and my sister to make the decisions for me. So I'm like, what would you do? What would you do? And then go, rather than coming into myself and thinking, okay, yeah, that's the right decision to make. So I just kind of want to like understand myself a bit more, and why, as to kind of understand why I do that so often.
Okay. Well, we have 2 cards so far. Let me just see if something else comes forward. Okay. I don't know why, but okay. So discernment came up. Which makes sense. So, but we're going to come back to it. The I am presence came up. So it's about merging with your higher self. You've been giving your power away for a really, really long time. The position of who you are in your family and the way things have been, you have always been in a position of feeling as though they know better than you. And because of that, you have kind of lost your own footing. And it's time for you to move into a leadership role and really take back your power and know that you are worthy and that you are capable and that you can stand on your own 2 feet. They're telling me that it's time for you to stand on your own 2 feet. And that seems scary because there's 2 pieces that's happening. You're giving away your power, but you're also getting something out of that because it kind of keeps you safe.
Yeah, definitely. That makes sense.
There's strings attached though.
Yeah.
And so the strings are attached to your ancestors, to your family, and they love you. And there's a lot of cookies that you get out of it. But you know deep inside somewhere that it's time now for you to be more independent and to take the lead in your life. And they're showing the emerald tablet, but the energy around it is education. That you need to find something that you really want to do and learn about it and educate yourself so that you feel empowered through knowledge to move forward and to stand on your own 2 feet, but that you're very powerful. And you're so part of you that's almost afraid of your power, that if it were really to come out, that the position you've been in for so long in your family kind of keeps things sort of going in a certain way, and it might ruffle things.
Yeah.
But it's time to ruffle things.
That's
And to tap into your I am that I am presence, to the highest part of yourself, and invite her to come in and to embody her and to own her and to know you're powerful and to be a leader and to say, I love you, my family, but now it's my turn to shine. It's me. I get to be in front of the line. I get to be seen, but you have to earn that. And that will require doing some things that might be hard, that you get cookies, that you get, they take care of you on some level. And there's something about that is good, but it's time. I don't know how to say it. It's almost like it's time to grow up.
Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. It's interesting that you speak about like being present as well, because previous to the lady that you were speaking to before, like every night I have like really vivid dreams, so much so that I believe they're true. And some of the dreams that I have had have become true, and they have come into fruition. Like I might dream about like a friend having a baby, and like 3 months later they've told me that they're 3 months pregnant, kind of thing. And it's quite scary, because I don't know if that's related to being in the present, like you were saying, and like things that I sometimes see in my dream, they come true. Is there anything in that as to why that happens to me? Because like it doesn't happen to like my mom and my sister, but I see everything in my dreams sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's quite scary.
Well, you're like a powerful oracle, but you're afraid to open the box.
Wow. Yeah.
But if you open it and you trust in it and you align it with your I am presence, there's all these gifts that want to come out, that want to be shared. And it's time for you to empower yourself and do what you're supposed to do, why you came, and to own it and to be strong.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. All right, Angie.
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, how are you?
Thanks so much for picking me. Hi from Thailand. I'm great. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Hi, I'd like to ask about what work I'm supposed to be doing in this world spiritually. Like, am I supposed to be writing a book or doing Reiki, for example? Thank you.
Okay, that's the question. Things are falling out. Soul, like the Council of Light. So the question is what you're supposed to be doing. God, the Emerald Tablet's coming out a lot tonight. So the two cards that have come out, are the Emerald Tablet and the Council of Light, which is kind of interesting that both, and the Creation card, the Council of Light and the Emerald Tablet both have to do with records. They have to do with scribing, writing, connecting to information at the soul level, at the highest level, teachings of the mysteries and profound understanding, and the recognition of where we came from, where we're going, why we're here, what contracts we have with others, and how they're influencing our current life. And then, so it feels like something with writing to me. And then the other card that came in was Creation, which is the light code we're working on right now, which is embodying the divine feminine and moving into the womb of creation to birth something. So it's time for you to bring to life and to birth something that comes through perhaps either the pen or some type of teaching of some sort, or sharing of information. You asked, the question seemed a little bit between, was it a book or was it healing? And it didn't seem like it was hands-on healing. It's more like healing through information. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Thank you, Kelly. Thanks so much.
Okay, it was simple, but if it works for you,
Much gratitude. Thank you.
you're so welcome. All right, Vasiliki, hi.
Hi, Kelly. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us. I
Pleasure.
just want to quickly say that I've been a member of your community for almost 2 years now, and it has been a magical journey of healing, deep awakening, transformation, and I'm very grateful to you for all that. So, and I'm also glad that I've managed to stay awake to get on the call today, because it's almost p.m. here in Athens.
Yeah, it's late. Oh my goodness.
So my question has to do with a collaboration, a partnership that was recently proposed to me. And today I got another call regarding that. So a scientist who wants to work with me on a very interesting and big project. But it's just a couple of things happened that made me feel a little weird. And now I'm observing the situation and how I feel when I communicate with him. So he's a beautiful soul, awakened person, but there's still a lot of ego and trauma. And I had a dream that maybe had something to do with him that made me feel weird. And finally, like the first time we were supposed to meet for an in-person meeting, something happened and there was a redirection and we had to cancel.
Mm-hmm.
And today he called me back. So I'm observing the situation and I could really use some messages from the higher realms about it. So the question is it good for me? Is it for my highest good and for the highest good of all to say yes to this collaboration, to serve this project? Because it's like a scientific, spiritual project. It's quite big. That's my question.
Doesn't seem very straightforward. Okay, so the Council of Light came up and you have a contract to have like to meet with this person. It was meant to be. And they are on the edge of fulfilling their contract, but I'm not sure if they'll be able to do it. And so you feel that there's this hesitation because you agreed to do this together in the higher realms. And now through the keepers of time, it has spiraled into your reality. And there's more people involved than this one person. And I'd say some of them are in alignment in the right way, but there's some that aren't quite. So you need to kind of go in, they're showing the pineal gland.
Oh, right.
And really just use discernment and get clear. And your gut is saying no, but your mind is saying, but this is a good opportunity and I should do it. And so you're in conflict. So you have to stand in your power and take the lead and take the high road to what feels right.
Right. It's amazing because today we had this conversation just before I got on our call. And I was talking to him about contracts, that obviously there is a contract because I can see it, I can feel it, you know. And then I was talking to him about the pineal gland, and I was advising him that because he met other musicians and he was trying to find the right person. And he called me today and said, I know it's you because you have been sent to me from the higher masters and stuff, you know. So obviously there is a soul contract between us.
That's the soul contract card.
Oh.
And the pineal gland card. But then there's also the keeper of time. Like it could go either way. Like you have a contract to do this with him, And sometimes it feels like everything's falling into place, but he's not quite there yet.
Exactly. Exactly. You know, that's what's happening. And I'm already there in terms of, I have been writing therapeutic music like for many years, but for him, it's like he's in the wannabe sort of frequency. He's not really there yet. And I'm getting that in terms of vibration. And this is like a huge thing, you know, and he's still in his ego. So that, you know, is it right? Oh, well, I better not do it. So it's kind of confusing me.
Yeah, it is confusing. It's going to play out, make itself more clear. The other card that came up was the Maltese cross, meaning you could move into partnership with this person, but it would probably require you to be the leader. Even though he seems like he should be the leader, you would have to lead, and that would require you standing in your power, and he may or may not be able to handle that. I don't know.
Right. Makes
sense. Yeah, I don't know that it's totally figured out yet, but I would just be aware of all of those things moving forward, and then drop into your heart and discern. It could go either way. And it's not like if you partner with him and you move forward that it'll be bad, but it could be a struggle of egos and a struggle for things to unfold the way that you want to. Or you could totally disconnect from the contract and go in a different direction. Let's just see what happens real quick if you do that.
Yeah, and also today I was like, we hang up, and it was just, I had 10 minutes before I got on our call, and I was like, how am I feeling, you know? And then during the meditation, like yesterday, I was really into our meditation. And I missed some of it. My mind was kind of, you know, going somewhere else. And I'm sure that it was connected with his frequency, because he was thinking about me so much. He was like so passionate on the call, but he was not in his power. And it's very clear to me that when we do these spiritual projects, and we know that when you compose this kind of music, you know that a lot of people are going to listen to it, and you want to be basically channeling spirit. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When something's kind of, you know, not really there, feels...
Well, the final card is discernment.
Right.
With Lord Lantos. So I would go into the temple of illumination. Do you know how to do that? There's probably a YouTube video I've done over on that before. Or go into back to the Council of Light Code and see what your contract is with him, and see if you can meet him in the higher realms, and if you can communicate that to make it work or not. And then make it and then discern.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much, Kelly.
You're welcome. My pleasure. Okay. All right, guys. Well, we are past time. And so I appreciate you getting on, and I will do these spontaneously whenever spirit moves me, and we'll connect, and you can get on, and hopefully everybody at some point will get a turn to do their cards. But remember that you're powerful and divine and magical, and that the answers lie within, and that you got this. And we're working right now with the creation code, very powerful code. If you can still join us if you'd like to do that. I think that's it for today. So I just came on to share with you these beautiful cards, say hello, and check in. Okay. And I think my husband just told me that he put up the I Am Creation course. If you really want to manifest something, it's one of the best courses we've ever taught, and it's 50% off until Monday. So take a look at it. Maybe it's for you. All right. Mwah. Bye, everybody. Have a beautiful night or morning or wherever you are. Love, love, love.
Love, love, love. Thank you.
Bye,
Thank
Kelly.
you. Thank you.
Love,
Thank
love,
you.
love. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome, Andre.
Bye.
Good luck to you. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Mm.